Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa's World, and tonight I had a special request from the hubby. He actually wants fried wings, and he wants the whole wings, not just the wingette. So in the pan here I have some whole wings, and with those I'm getting ready to brine them. They're just sitting in the pan here with just cool water on them. So with that, I'm just gonna add. I have some Morton salt, so I'm gonna add lots of salt to that, and then I am going to add some vinegar to it. So tonight's menu is I'm gonna fry him some chicken, and I'm going to make some mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes, and I think I have in my fridge, I think I have some fresh corn on the cob in my fridge. So anyway, so I'm just gonna let this sit here and let that brine. And basically if it just sits here, it's actually, while it's brining, that salt and that vinegar actually also clean the chicken as well. Now, if I had some lemons, I would also cut up lemons and squeeze that lemon juice in here and just let the chicken just sit for a little bit. So I'm going to let that sit, and I'm going to start cutting my potatoes for the mashed potatoes. So I have a pan of water here, and I have my potatoes, which is by the Green Giant potatoes here. And I'm just going to cut up a few of the potatoes. Now, I know a lot of you probably use a potato peeler, and that's fine, but I normally don't use a potato peeler unless I just get absolutely lazy. And that's when I use a potato peeler. Other than that, I'll move that up there. I just take mine and I just peel it with a knife. So I'm probably gonna peel about 5 of these. And when I get through peeling them, I'm just gonna drop them in the water, because with potatoes, if you don't drop them in water, because of the starch that's in them, they will start turning brown on you. And these are just regular russet potatoes here. Oh, that has an ugly spot on it, so I'm gonna do this right here. Up, and I've bypassed that ugly spot. So right now I have a little music going in the background. Hopefully you can't hear. I got a little heat wave, you know, going in the background. Always and forever. I'm listening to my Spotify station on my TV. So hopefully it won't pick up. But the game comes on today, so I'm getting dinner started for my husband. Then later on I'll need to go to my mom's house. I picked up some medication for her, and so I need to go over there and I need to put her pill case together to make sure all her medicine is in the right place and everything. So while hubby is watching TV, I'll probably be heading over to mom's house to make sure that her pill box is filled with all her updated medication. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting these potatoes, and I will come back when I am done. Okay, so I have all my potatoes peeled. I only peeled 9 potatoes. So now what I'm doing, I'm just cutting them up, and I'm just cutting them up in big cubes like this here. Again, I'm making mashed potatoes with this. And then I'm going to put these back in the water, and I'm going to rinse them off. Oh, look like that has a ugly spot in the middle of that one. So I'm going to take that out. Okay. I think I can deal with that one. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish cutting these up. If you guys hear any noise in the background, that's my husband. He's getting ready. He's watching the game, and he got the guys on TV talking. So, but he doesn't have it on very loud. So I'm gonna finish cutting these up, and then I'm gonna rinse these off, and I will see you at the stove. Okay, so I have washed my potatoes, and now I have them on the stove here. I washed them, and I put them in some cool water, and now they are on the stove. Now I'm getting ready to go and look at my chicken. Okay, guys, this is my chicken. I'm going to have to raise my voice up a little bit because my husband is watching TV. And actually, our kitchen and our family room is basically all one big room. So this is the chicken. It's been soaking for about 15 minutes. I have the chicken soaking in salt, lots of salt, and white vinegar. So what I'm going to do is go to the sink and clean this, and I will be back, okay? And you see all that white stuff in there? That's what you want to see, because that's actually, you know, all this gunk that is off of the chicken. Oh, I see some feathers there too, but that's what you want. That's what the salt and the vinegar do to the chicken, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, now as you can see, I got those potatoes in the back of my stove. They are really boiling the way I want them to. And then I just put on a pot of just vegetable oil for this chicken. Now to that vegetable oil, and I know that the seasoned police is out there, and the bacon police is out there. I'm gonna need y'all to close y'all's eyes because I'm getting ready to put in some bacon grease in this oil, and that is just for flavor. So close your eyes if you have a problem with that, seasoned police. Okay, but that's about enough. And yes, I save all my bacon grease. I keep it in my refrigerator. Okay, so now we got that grease going, and while that is warming up, we are getting ready to season the chicken. Okay, guys, I'm doing a little something different here tonight. I actually put my chicken in a plastic bag because I am all out of gloves. I normally season my chicken in a bowl, and I just add everything to it, and then I put on some cooking gloves, and I season it like that. The reason why I put on the cooking gloves is because I have nails, and I don't like the seasoning getting up under my nails. So I'm going to use, I have my chicken here in a bag. So we're just going to go this route here. So I'm just going to let you know what I'm putting in here. I'm going to start off with some complete seasoning. And with this complete seasoning, there's salt in this one here. And so I'm not going to put any other salt on this chicken. I'm going to add some turmeric. I really add turmeric to a lot of stuff. So I'm going to add, this one here is not open. Hold on, guys. Let me get one that's open. I forgot. That's my brand new one. That's my brand new one. Okay, so I'm gonna add some turmeric to it. Turmeric is really good for those of us who have arthritis. I'm gonna add some onion powder. And my onion powder is a little low, but I got a brand new one in the shelf. And then from there, hopefully you guys could see, I'm going to add some black pepper to this. And then I'm going to add some garlic powder to this as well. I love garlic powder. Okay. Let me see what else I can add to this, because y'all know I'm always adding stuff. You already know that. Ooh, I got to sneeze. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, because y'all know I'm always adding stuff, right? I'm gonna put a little cumin on this as well, just a little, because cumin can really overpower your food. And then I'm gonna put some curry, just a little bit of curry powder. Ooh, I have to sneeze. Ooh, shoo, ooh, bless me. Okay, so now I'm just gonna close this up, and I am going to do this so I can get all that seasoning all over my chicken. Uh-oh, I got some. Okay, yes, okay. Now I'm going to get me another plastic bag, and that is going to be for my flour. So now I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. I'm going to let it sit while I put my flour mixture together. Okay, now I put a cup and a half of flour in the plastic bag here. So now I am going to season the flour. So with that, I'm going to, this is seasoning salt. I'm just going to put a little seasoning salt in there. And I'm going to put some black pepper in this. And I'm going to put some garlic powder in this. Now you can really put anything you want to put in your flour to season up your flour. I'm always going back and forth with different things. I never stick with one thing at all, you know. And you know what? I'm just going to add just a little bit of curry to this too. Just a little bit. Boom. Well, a little bit more. Boom. Okay. So now I'm just going to mix all this up. Okay, so now that's all mixed up. Now I'm going to drop my chicken in here. I'm not dropping all of it in here. I'm going to drop my chicken in here. In the meantime, my pan is on really, really low because I just want to really get that grease nice and warm, not necessarily hot. Because a lot of people, you guys, which includes my daughter, she wants to cook the chicken fast, and you can't cook chicken fast, especially when you're pan frying it. Now, if you're deep frying it, that's okay. But even deep frying it, you don't want your stove or the flame on your stove to be sky high. Okay, so I'm going to drop some chicken in this, and I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes because I like my chicken to sit. I like that flour to sit on my chicken for about a good 5 minutes before I drop it in the pan, okay? Let me show you how well this chicken is seasoned. That is really, really well seasoned chicken. Now I'm getting ready to drop some in my flour and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Okay guys, so I have my potatoes over here. I just turned the fire off. The water will finish cooking those potatoes. And then I put a pot on over here with just fresh water in it. That is where my corn is going to go into. So let's go ahead on, and I've already seasoned and floured my chicken. I let my chicken sit for 5 minutes, and now I'm getting ready to drop it in the pan. This is where it gets messy because I'm going to have to do this with my hands. And in this grease, this is actually vegetable oil with a little bit, of, let me turn my fire down, so with a little bit of bacon grease. Oh, it's going to be nasty. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? And so I'm just going to slowly pan fry this chicken. So I turned my fire down because I was getting that chicken warm. And I actually folded my chicken back up because that's how I'm going to cook it. So I turned my fire down on low, and I'm going to start it off just like this here because it is browning a little bit faster than I want it to brown. and I don't want it to do that. And I see some of my chicken pieces have come apart from how I have them. So I'll just fry those a little differently. I was meaning to put me some of these in the oven, and I didn't. Okay. So I think these, well, no, here's one. Let's see if I can get all of them in here. Ah, oh my goodness, you guys. I ain't never had chicken pop like this here. Good Lord. Okay, let me see if I can fold this one here back up again. Look at that. It came apart. So let me see if I can get that in there. And I only got one more piece of chicken. Nope, two more pieces of chicken in here. So let me see here. I'm going to try to fix this in here and get it in here. Okay, so I've managed to fit all the chicken in the pan here. And because these are some nice size chicken wings, I'm going to let them cook real slow. So I'll be back when it's time to turn the chicken over. In the meantime, I have my potatoes over here. They're still in the water, nice and hot. And I have a pot back here on the stove here. And that is going to be for, actually for my corn on the cob. So I'll see you guys when it's time to turn the chicken over. Okay guys, I think this chicken is ready to just be turned over. I'm really cooking it really nice and slow. There are two ways you can fry chicken. You can either pan fry it like I'm doing it now, or you can actually deep fry it. I do it both ways. If I'm cooking a lot of chicken, I have a deep fryer, and I just put it in my deep fryer. Ooh, and this chicken is going to be nice and crunchy, and we love it when it's nice and crunchy. And so it's nice and brown, and I'm cooking it slow. Remember, you can't fry chicken on high. Okay? You gotta let all those flavors marinate while your chicken is cooking. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. And again, I'm cooking it nice and slow. I'm not cooking it fast. And it looks really good so far. Okay? So in the meantime, I'm gonna get me some dishwater going. Get me some fresh dishwater with a little bleach in it. I think my pot over there with the water in it is almost ready. I'm just going to drop a little salt in that water with a little complete seasoning and maybe a stick of butter in that, and just drop that corn in there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I've turned over my chicken one more time, and it's back upright like it was before when I first put it in the pan, and I have it cooking very, very slow. So this is the end result. Right here, I'm going to let it finish cooking for a few more minutes, and then you know what? We'll put the mashed potatoes together. Okay? Okay guys, so my chicken is out and it is resting, and so now I am mashing up my potatoes. I let them finish cooking. Once that water got really, really, really hot, I just turned the fire off and I just let them finish cooking while I did something else. So now I am mashing up my chicken. Okay, and I think that's pretty mashed. So I'm going to do this one a little differently. I normally put milk in my mashed potatoes, but this time I am not. Yesterday I opened up some butter. I didn't use all of it, so I'm going to dump all that in there. And I have my fire on really, 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 really low. So I have butter in there, and so what I'm going to drop in there instead of milk, I'm going to use some Kroger chicken broth, the 34% less sodium. So I'm going to drop some of that in there. And I'm going to get my whip. Let me find my whip. Okay, here is my whip. So I don't think I need this anymore. Sorry for that noise. I'm sorry. Let me go put this in the sink. Okay. So in the meantime, oh, that's coming out really good. Okay. So sometimes you don't have to use milk in your potatoes. I'm going to drop some garlic powder because I want to make these potatoes garlic mashed potatoes. So drop some of that in there, and then also let me get some parsley flakes. Now these parsley flakes, that's my husband in the background, y'all. He's looking at the game. I'm going to drop some parsley flakes in there. Are you going to be able to taste them? No. I just put those in there just for, really just to see. Because sometimes I like to see different things in my food. Okay. So now I'm just mixing this around with my whisk. I don't think I need to add anything else to this. But what I will add to this is I'm going to add some salt and pepper. So this is my salt and pepper mixture. And y'all, I'm always mixing stuff together. I do. Okay, so that there. And then let's keep on mixing that around. Ooh, and that looks good. I know y'all can see that, right? Look at that. Let me turn this corn off because I believe this corn is done. You know what? Let me turn that off. That corn, let that water get nice and hot with that corn. And let me show you guys that corn back there. And I dropped some complete seasoning and some salt and pepper in the water. I was going to drop some butter in there, but I figured, you know what? No, I'll just put butter on the corn. And then I also dropped probably about a half a cup of sugar in there. So I think that corn is doing all right by itself. Okay, so let's get back down to this here. So I think that's the consistency that I want. So with this mashed potatoes, it's just mashed up potatoes with butter. And I use chicken stock instead of milk. And I added some parsley flakes to it and some garlic powder. Now let me taste it. Yeah. Okay. Guys, that's done. I don't have to add anything else onto this. That's done. Okay, so chicken's done, potatoes done, corn is done. I will be back to show you guys a finished plate. Okay, guys, this is the finished plate right here. You got the corn on the cob, garlic mashed potatoes, and 3 pieces of crispy fried chicken. This is my husband's plate. I hope you all enjoyed this video of me cooking. I will be doing more cooking videos. You all just hang in there with me. I'm praying that you all are having a God bless. This is Thursday, which most people call it a Friday Eve. We got the ball game going on. The Eagles are playing, and we're also watching the presidential debate. So anyway, guys, we're getting ready to chow down on some food. Comment down below if there's something that you would like to see me cook, and I'll do my very best. Until I see you again and you see me again, or until I hear you again and you hear me again, God bless you. Have a good Friday. Nope, today's Thursday. Have a good Thursday. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.